Some days ago, I told you about the betrayal of Sankara, but today let's talk about the man who betrayed him, Blaise Compaoré. In 1987, Blaise Compaoré did the unthinkable. He betrayed his best friend, seized power, and ruled Burkina Faso with an iron fist for nearly 3 decades. But in the end, he, too, was forced to run. Blaise Compaoré, born in 1951, he was a soldier with ambitions beyond the battlefield. In the early 1980s, he became close friends with Thomas Sankara, a young, radical officer who dreamed of transforming Burkina Faso. Together, they led a coup in 1983, bringing Sankara to power. And just like that, Compaoré became the second most powerful man in the country. But second place was never enough. Sankara was bold, idealistic, and willing to make enemies. Compaoré, on the other hand, was quieter, more calculating. He watched as Sankara's radical policies, rejecting foreign aid, nationalizing industries, and fighting corruption, angered powerful people both inside and outside the country. And then, the whispers began. On October 15, 1987, Compaoré made his move. He and his men stormed the presidential council meeting where Sankara sat, unarmed. The gunfire lasted only a few minutes. When the smoke cleared, Sankara and 12 of his comrades lay dead. Blaise Compaoré walked away, as the new ruler of Burkina Faso. Unlike Sankara, Compaoré played by the rules of global politics. He restored ties with France and Western powers. He welcomed foreign investment. Corruption flourished. Dissenters disappeared. Elections were manipulated. And for 27 years, he held onto power, thinking he was untouchable. Compaoré enjoyed the spoils of power. He built a lavish lifestyle, surrounded by wealth and influence. But beneath the surface, resentment was brewing. By 2014, the people of Burkina Faso had had enough. When Compaoré tried to change the constitution to extend his rule, the streets erupted in anger. Thousands marched. Government buildings burned. The very army that had once stood by him, turned against him. And just like that, Blaise Compaoré, the man who had taken power through betrayal, was forced to flee. He escaped to Ivory Coast, living in exile, far from the throne he once held. But history doesn't forget. In 2022, a Burkina Faso court found him guilty of the murder of Thomas Sankara. The verdict? A life sentence in absentia. He remains in exile, a wanted man in the country he once ruled. Blaise Compaoré once had a choice, to stand by his friend and build a future, or to betray him for power. He chose power. But in the end, power abandoned him too. The question is, will history repeat itself, or will Africa learn from its past? If you found this story powerful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.